don't know what I'm going to title this. I don't have a script. I just got done from being when it, I'm already messed it up. Um, but I miss this. I miss sitting down and just talking. It's been a little over 4 months. Damn, that's a long time. Too long. But I haven't been doing nothing. It's not like I haven't been doing stuff. I haven't been researching, haven't been looking within, haven't been talking to people. I've been doing everything I should be doing and honestly want to do. But a lot has happened in these months. My boy freaking J. Cole dropped. Shout out, bro. Shout out to one of the greats. Um, this man has been such a big inspiration to me, and for it to potentially be his last album, I'm glad that he went out on his own terms. To fall off, man. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. Even if you're not a J. Cole fan, even if you're not a J. Cole Glazer like me, I'm a proud Glazer. I'm not LeBron Glazer, but I gotta respect greatness, and this album has it's truly great. Some people are gonna hate it, some people are gonna love it. That's just how it is, and I think that's how J. Cole knew what will happen. No matter what he put out, that some people were gonna like it, some people were gonna hate it, some people were gonna hate it just because he's J. Cole, and some people are gonna love it just because he's J. Cole. So regardless, he wanted to go out on his own terms. He wanted to put out something that he could be proud of, and I think that is something. It's not even a thing. That is something I want to do. That is something I want to apply to my life and my career and my goals. Um, there's plenty of reasons why I took this break. Um, the main ones really is I had commitments. I'm a full time college student about to graduate. Man, these classes are not getting easier, and I'm getting into more things. I'm getting more involved, man. Like the fact that I actually have like a good friend group around me. Like I actually have people that love me and care about me and support me. Um, it's amazing, and like I always had that, but it's like you know a lot of like I had a lot of my friends are either like out of state and stuff. Like at least like being able to have friends that are with me in person. It's great. It's great. Shout out all the people who's been there for me. Through the thick and thin, through the thick and thin, and everything else in between. Truly, I'm so blessed to have y'all in my life. But yeah, I've been busy. I have commitments. But one of the biggest reasons, though, for real, let me stop sugarcoating this, is that failure is something that has always been on my mind. I'm a very ambitious person. I have very ambitious goals, and that comes from the fact that I know that I have a lot of potential, and I don't want to leave this earth without fulfilling that potential. I don't want to leave this earth having regrets. I think that's truly one of the most horrifying things of being human, and being alive in this life, is that you could live your life, and right before you wish you did something that you didn't do. That is terrifying to me. And even though that is terrifying to me, and that should give me motivation to obviously not have regrets, I feel like I always am failing when it comes to a lot of things, and content creation has been one of them. Like I know like this hobby, like it's a hobby, it's not a job. It'd be cool to have it to be a job, but I don't have, I'm not a full time content creator. I don't have the time for that. But even as a hobby, man, like I still compare myself. Like I know, it's like I know what I'm supposed to do. I know that the best way to enjoy making videos, and not even just making videos. This can be applied to anything, but the best way to enjoy something that is new or is difficult or you just love is to just to do it for the love of the game. Just do it because you want to. Don't do it for any other like external reason. If you do it for anything that is outside of you, that allows for room to feel disappointment and comparison and doubt, and a lot of emotions that we might not want to experience. Um, and so, even though I know I have been a full time student, I know I have all these other obligations and just other stuff I got going on, it still feels like I'm letting myself down, that I'm not where I want to be when it comes to content creation. Like I know I can be at a certain amount of subscribers or views or just I know I can be in a certain place by now, but I'm not there, and that saddens me. That makes you feel like maybe I'm just not cut out for this. And then like I take breaks to rethink and to really think, okay, am I like, do I really want to do YouTube? Like, do I really want to continue this hobby, or am I doing it for some kind of other reason? And every time I take a break, man, I always like in that break, I'm like, man, I really want to make videos again. Like, it's like even if I want to give up, I can't. And I feel that is for a reason. I feel like maybe I'm just like too stubborn to realize that, hey, this is just not cut out for me. But I feel that I had those moments in like other things in my life, and I quit. Like basketball, like organized ball, it's just not for me. Like I love basketball through and through, but organized basketball, that just wasn't for me, and I'm okay with that. But when it comes to content creation, it's a whole nother beast. And so, if I put out something that, not only because like my last video, um, I was super excited about that video. Then something out of my control happened, and of course the video didn't do well. And it's okay if the video doesn't do well, but it's like a double like negative, or like it reinforces like, yeah, like this video sucks, because I knew it wasn't a good video, and maybe I should have just posted it, but I wanted to kind of just get something out, and me in doing so, like it did horribly. But the thing about failure is that it is inevitable. We all experience failure. We can't run from it. In anything we do, we will fail eventually. And, I think some of the successful people in life are people who almost mastered failing. Like they expect failure, they expect to mess up. They expect failure, they expect to mess up, and they're already looking for ways to grow from that experience. They're already looking at ways to turn this quote unquote negative outcome into a positive one. And that's something that I struggle with truly. Like if anything, I'm ambitious, I'm passionate, and anything I'm very ambitious about. If I fail at it, like it hurts. It hurts a lot. It's like getting punched in the stomach, man. It's like it's coming, but like it still hurts a lot. Even if you try to guard it, you still get punched, and it's still gonna hurt. That might be a horrible analogy. I don't know, but hopefully you catch my drift with what I'm trying to say here. And it's so ironic and frustrating, because it's like I already know this stuff. I already know that failure isn't a bad thing. Failure allows you to grow and try new things and experiment, but it still doesn't take away the feeling of failing at something that you care about. it still doesn't take away that negative emotion I have when it comes to me failing at something I put a lot of work into. Like I literally done a TED talk about a lot of stuff I'm talking about here about emotions and feelings and how these things, emotions, they don't have to dictate how I feel. Like I know these things are not real, they're just thoughts. But I can't help to feel how I feel. I can't help that even though that I know that failing is not inherently a bad thing, that failing allows for growth, that feeling of failing, I always immediately turn into a negative experience. And it's frustrating because if I'm afraid to fail, then I know I'm going to honestly continue to fail because I will be afraid to do the things that are hard, but that will benefit me in the long run. That will actually have me satisfied. It's scary, man. It truly is scary. Like failure is it's the one thing, man, holding me back. But each year I have grown immensely. Each year has topped the last. And it is now February 9th, 2026. I'm 22 years old. And I plan to make this year even better than last year's. And last year was a really good year for me, but I'm determined to make it work. I'm going to fail a lot. I'm going to suck at making videos for a little bit. I'm going to suck at, not being hard on myself, but that's okay. I'm going to accept that things will be hard and the things that I want to do that will have a great impact on my life and the people around me and maybe even the world. Having such a ambition will be hard to achieve. But I'm okay with that. And I'm not going to let that ambition control me. I'm going to nurture it. I'm going to master it. And maybe I can use it to help me instead of making me feel like maybe I'm thinking way over my head. That's it for now. I think that's a good place to stop. If you somehow are still listening to this, watching this video, thank you so much. If if you're still watching, I guess you actually like me. I appreciate that, or you're new and you was just curious, and somehow the algorithm just decided to show this video. But whatever the case is, hopefully you maybe learn something. And please share what you think. Share some insights on how you are starting to understand life, or how some of the things you're struggling with, and how you are starting to work on those things and become better. I think that's what life is, just to experience and grow. In simple terms. So yeah, thanks for everything. Keep to your thing, stay chill, and yeah, I will hopefully see you guys soon.